Hi there, Peter from Vox Singing Academy here. I am the director and principal teacher of Vox Singing Academy, which was established in 1993. Before we get started, if we could help you or someone that you know with their voice, we'd be absolutely stoked. We have been giving high quality, result-driven singing lessons since 1993 at our numerous Melbourne studios, also online 7 days a week worldwide. If face-to-face lessons aren't your thing, check out the Ultimate Online Singing Course. All the links are in the description below. Hopefully we can help you out becoming a better singer or learning to sing. If you like this channel, give it a like, thumbs up, click like and subscribe. Put some comments if you want me to do a song. Put it in the comments below. Without any further ado, this next segment is What's Up With Their Voice. And again, an acquaintance on Facebook posted this into the feed and I noticed it. And I messaged him and I said, do you mind if I do a What's Up With Their Voice segment on YouTube? And he said, go ahead. So I'm going to be doing this. Now, this, I haven't seen a lot of it. I only seen a little snippet of this on Facebook. So I haven't seen the whole thing. Now, this is a band called Dokken. This is featuring George Lynch, who is an amazing guitarist. It is a song called Tooth and Nail, which is their title track from the album Tooth and Nail. And it's live this year in Key West, Florida at a Rock Is Land festival. So we're going to have a listen to this. The little snippet that I heard, he wasn't that great. He was singing it a little bit under, but I didn't listen to a lot of it. So we're going to have a listen and we're going to see what is going on, and I'll give you my diagnosis of what's going on and how I would try to improve this particular song. But let's listen to this Dokken. Actually, a little bit of a caveat here. I know that we're from Australia. A lot of people might not know Dokken. I just want to do a little bit of, I just want to reverse engineer here a little bit. I lived in the States from the late 80s to the early 90s. And there were quite a lot of bands that were quite big and huge in the States that weren't big or even mentioned here in Australia. Dokken is one of those bands. They never got played. They never toured here to the best of my knowledge. And they were really in Australia, were a nobody band in Australia. There were a couple of other bands like that I was really surprised about when I went to the States, and I'll mention them here. Rush from Canada, they weren't big here in Australia at all. They had a cult following here with the prog guys in progressive bands. But other than that, they weren't played here and they've never toured in Australia. Journey were another one as well too. They weren't played on the radio here. They just weren't. And first thing I went to the States, I was hearing Journey songs flat out on all of the radio stations over there. There are a couple of others that come to mention. Probably Motley Crue. Motley Crue are huge. Just huge when I was in the States. They were a big band here, but not massive. Their Dr. Feelgood album really broke them here, but they were kind of a bit underground up until then. They weren't getting regular airplay. When they released the Dr. Feelgood album, they were getting regular airplay, but yeah, they were massive in the States. So there are quite a few big bands, or big American bands that were huge in America that didn't break in Australia. Dokken was one of them. Without any further ado, let's get stuck into this. Enough of my talking. Let's hear Dokken, Tooth and Nail, live 2022. Okay. Well, I just wanted to go to the next video. Sorry about that. Okay. So before I start, let's just listen to the original version, the original album version of that song. Okay, so that's just the first verse, pre-chorus and chorus. Now, it's substantially different, the way that, I think it's Don Dokken, the lead singer's name is Don Dokken here. Now, first and foremost, the song is tuned down, okay? But even with the song tuned down where it is, Don Dokken still wasn't singing it in key. He was singing it under. To be honest with you, I couldn't really hear him. There was no volume to his voice. It was very mumbly. It was well and truly underneath the mix. They needed to push him up into the mix, but they didn't want to pull him up into the mix any further because he doesn't sound any good. Let's go with the album version. The album version, he had a bit of that husky and a bit of a slur. He had a bit of a slurry phrasing to the way that he was doing it, and his articulation and pronunciation probably wasn't that great, but still his range was quite good. He started in the middle range, as we heard it in the album version, went down to his sort of lower range, and then brought it up, and he hit that quite well using a crying technique going up higher. Now, he wasn't doing any of that in this live performance here. Now, I'm not quite sure how old Don Dokken is, but I'm going to be saying that he would be in his late 50s, early 60s. If someone wants to fill me in, that would be great. Just one person, because sometimes if I ask a question, we get like 500 people put it all in. Once it's been answered once, that'd be great. I'd be saying he'd be in his 60s. He looked sedated. He looked like he was slow, like he was moving quite slow. So he looked sedated. Let's just go with his voice. If he came in to one of my lessons singing like this, the first point that I would work on with him is I would try to get him to sing it in key. So I would be tuning the song down, yes, and then try to get him to sing it in some sort of relevant key to the best of my ability. Then I would be getting him into the mirror. So we've got a mirror here. I would be getting him to use his mouth. I don't know the words to the song, okay? And here we come from the end, or whatever the start of the song is. But I would be getting him to use his mouth because it sounds like he's going, here we come from the end. That's what it sounds like he's doing. Now the mic is really jammed up onto his mouth, but it sounds like he's not moving his mouth at all. And the sounds are just, here we come, now and then. And that's what he's doing. He's got to get his mouth going. So again, I don't know the words to the song. Here we come, now and then. You can see the difference that my mouth is working, when my mouth is working. And I'm putting my sounds forward. Now, I'm not at all yelling or loud. I'm sitting down. I've got a confident, straight posture. But he wasn't doing that. It was very quiet. I was actually having trouble hearing him in the first verse. I was trying to even listen up firmer. I'm trying to listen up closer. The band is cooking. The band is amazing. They're fantastic. Backing vocals are great. George Lynch is amazing. The band is hot. They're tight. They're so good. It's just unfortunate Don Dokken isn't. And they're the points I would work on. I would get him to use his mouth more. Tooth and nail. Get him to sing the song forward. I would get him onto some jumping scales. 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 8, 1, because he's got to get to the notes. Na, 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 na. Whatever the melody is. I don't know this song at all. Don't have this album. Wasn't into Dokken, period. Haven't heard this album, this song. So I'm making the melodies up. But so that he hits the notes, na, 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 when he's singing. Not going, na, 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 because that's what he's doing. Plus his mouth's not working. I'll be getting on to a crying exercise because there's one higher bit in the chorus as I've gone over there in the chorus. And I'll be getting him onto a crying section in that there as well too. So that's what I would definitely be doing with that. They're my main points. I'd be getting him onto some diaphragmatic breathing. He doesn't look in great shape. He looks quite overweight. Looks like he's got a bit of a belly. Be getting him on some crunches, bridges, getting him in onto some sort of physical regimen. The rest of the band look great. And George Lynch, he would have to be, again, in his late 50s or maybe early 60s. He looks amazing. That's the guitarist. And he was on friggin' fire. But unfortunately, Don Dokken was no good. But again, I'll reiterate the points that I will do with Don Dokken. I think the song is in a fairly low key already. I'd get him to try to sing it in pitch. I'd say, Don, you're out of key. Maybe drop the song down, maybe another semitone or a tone so he could sing it. I'd get him in the mirror, learn the song, getting his mouth working, singing with more power from his diaphragm. He's not breathing his diaphragm and he's not using that. I would get him to do some higher cries and whoa to get those tooth and nail to get those higher notes in that chorus there, and try to get him up and going as quickly as we can. Now, with consistent practice every day, and getting on to a health regimen and some bridges, crunches, and planks, I believe this guy could probably sing quite well. But he's obviously quite lazy and maybe not doing any practice at all. As I said, I don't know what's going on in his life. And everyone's got their issues and everyone's got their own problems. But as I said, he looks quite sedated and moving quite sort of very, very slow. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And I hope that his health and everything else is going okay, because I don't like to see artists like this. But again, if I was at this show, I would be very, very disappointed with that. Just to see someone sing like he is, I wouldn't be happy. I would probably walk out. He's not singing great. I actually wouldn't, because the guitarist and the rest of the band is on friggin' fire. So yeah, that's my spin on it. If you think that I've missed anything, please let me know. If you've got anything else to add, please let me know. If you've got a song that you want me to do a what's up with their voice, put it in the links below, man and gals, girls and guys. Please do that. I really want to give value in these, and I want to give you my professional opinion. If someone was singing like this, if they came in a class, they were singing like this, or if they showed me a live video, they want to improve their voice, these are the steps that I would be going. Again, I'm not giving away the down and dirty insights about what I would do, because they're all skills that we do in classes and that my teachers give to all of my students in classes. But as I said, I've gone over a couple of the scales that I would do. Hope you've liked this What's Up with Their Voice. If you do, click like and subscribe, share with your friends. More so, if we could help you or someone that you know with their singing, we'd be absolutely stoked. We give high quality, result driven singing lessons 7 days a week online. Also in our numerous studios in Melbourne with our male and female teachers. And if online lessons aren't your thing, check out the Ultimate Online Singing Course. Everything's in the description below in links. More so, live with passion. Be good to each other. Live each day as if it's your last. Love your singing and your music. And until the next video, peace and much love. Bye-bye.